गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So I'm very happy to see all of them very young for this Gita course. Generally when I have Gita courses, we have people coming who are at a average age of 60. Now it's an average age of 16. It's nice to see after many years such a young crowd in a Gita course. So, actually we were supposed to start it on Monday because of some reason I could not come on Monday. But still, we are going to have intermittent sessions like this. Today and tomorrow I'll take. Today is Wednesday, Thursday I'll take. Then Friday, very interesting session will be taken by Krishnanandan Rohit Bhagavati Mataji. Again Saturday I will take. Then Monday onwards, 2 more sessions will be taken by Krishnanandan Rohit Bhagavati Mataji. So today the topic is Introduction to Bhagavad Gita. Let us start with a very interesting question. The question is very simple. Why did you come here? You may tell, my teacher forced me to come. She told me, you should come. Like Das Mataji, she's shouting, you should come. Somebody told, I just came to see what's happening here. So there may be many reasons for which you have come here. But there is one reason for which you all have come here. It is common for all of you. Of course, your teacher forced many people to come. But why you came, your friend did not come. There is a very huge advertisement for this course. Hardly few of you have chosen to come here. What is the reason for it? The reason is that you have one quality. The quality is in your heart, which brought you here. And that quality is called jigyasa. Jigyasa means inquisitiveness or a desire to inquire. There is a thirst in you that makes you seek knowledge. I want to know. That intense desire to know is the thing which brought you here. There may be many reasons, but this is the most important reason for which you have come here. I want to know. And this desire to know, the intense desire to know, is known as jigyasa. That is what makes you a human being. Because the Vedanta Sutra states, Athato Brahma Jigyasa. Ataha. Atha means what? Now. Now means you got 4 legs? No, you got 2 legs. Yeah. Now you got 2 legs. What do you mean by that? You had 4 legs before. Now, since you have 2 legs, that means you are a human. You have got a form of a human. Since you have got a human form, therefore, what you're supposed to do, inquire. If there's a big poster on the Bhagavad Gita, say 6 days Bhagavad Gita course, Introduction to Bhagavad Gita, Science of Soul, Who is God? When you have this poster, a dog comes in front of the poster. Does it inquire? No. A dog doesn't inquire. But when a human, he comes and reads the poster, he says, yes, I want to know, where will I be after 100 years? Where was I 50 years back? So I want to know about it. But the dog doesn't think so. So it is a human who thinks. Or those who don't think, though they have a human form, but they're not humans. In Sanskrit, there are two words, kriti and akriti. Kriti means what? Activity. Akriti means what? Form. So somebody may have an akriti of a human, means a form of a human. But if that person doesn't have the kriti of a human, then he is not called a human. Like sometimes a mother would call her son Gada kahi ka. What does it mean? He has got 4 legs. Why she is calling him Gada? He is her own son. Why she is calling him as Gada? Because his activities are like that of a animal, donkey. Or he is so buddhu, he doesn't understand anything. That is why her own son, she addresses him as Gada, donkey. But he doesn't look like a donkey, but still he is addressed as a donkey because his actions are not befitting a human, but befitting a donkey. So just because we are born as humans doesn't mean that we are humans. Just because we look like humans doesn't make us humans, because our actions are not that of a human. For being a human, our actions should be like humans. That is why Athato Brahma Jigyasa, since you have got a human form of life, inquire, because inquiry is a thing which makes you human. If you don't inquire into the higher realms of existence, then though you are born as a human, but you are not a human. Just being born as a human doesn't make you human. So you should act like a human. And what is the first action of human being? Is to inquire. An inquiry is a symptom of intelligence. If somebody is very intelligent, how do you understand that he is very intelligent? You understand that he is very intelligent when he inquires. Inquiry is a symptom of intelligence. So if you want to know who is the most intelligent person in the class, you can understand by the way he asks the questions he asks. It's a human being should have intelligence, and intelligence means inquiry. Otherwise, we are known as Dipada Pashu. Dipada means means two, Pada means feet. A Pashu or a animal which has 2 feet. Generally, animals have 4 feet. So just somebody who has got 4 feet, 2 feet doesn't mean that he's a human. He can be a 2 feet animal. Dipada Pashu. So this is where we start our session by talking about the distinction between a human and an animal. The scripture says there are 4 things which are common between humans and animals. What are the 4 things? Ahar, Nidra, Bhaya, Maitunam cha, Samanya Metat Pashubirnaranam, Dharmo hi Vishesho, Dharmena Vihina, Pashubir Sumanaha. Ahara means food. You find the animals are also eating and we are also eating, isn't it? Humans are also eating, animals are also eating. Both are eating. You may say, no, 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 I'm eating on a dining table with all nicely cooked food. The pig is eating in the gutter. Just because the pig is eating in the gutter, you're eating at a dining table, what difference does it make? The happiness which the pig is getting by eating something in the gutter, you also get the same thing by eating something on the dining table. So just because your eating is sophisticated, that doesn't make you something different from an animal because the animals are also eating, you're also eating. Sophistication in activity doesn't make you distinct from an animal because the activity is the same, the same pleasure both of you are getting. Nidra. You find the dogs are also sleeping on the road, and you have on the other hand, you sleep in a nice, wonderful bedroom, air conditioned, very nice, done up bed. But just because you are sleeping on Dunlop bed and the dog is sleeping on the road, does the activity change? No, it is both sleeping only. After you sleep, do you know where you are sleeping? You don't know where you are sleeping. The dog also doesn't know where it is sleeping. So just because there is a sophistication in the activity called sleeping, that doesn't make you something distinct from an animal. You are just animal only. Ahar, nidra, bhay, defending. Everybody wants to defend oneself. The animals also defend, we also defend. The dogs from the other street, when they come to this street, what happens? Dogs of this street, they start barking, then they drive away the dog. Now, when you go to some other country, you have the visa people, they are also, or the immigration people, they say, hey, you show your visa. If you don't have visa there, you'll be driven out. So what is the difference? They'll also bark at you. The dogs are barking, bark in a different language. When the dogs bark, you don't understand. Now some Russian barks at you, you don't understand. Isn't it? So everybody wants to defend, they want to have security. Hmm. You find the crows also build their nest. The tendency to give protection, not only protection, nidra bhayame tunam cha, family life. We say, no, 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 we have family, father, mother, son, daughter, no, my grandfather, mama, chacha, and all these things, we are there. But the animals don't. Animals also have this affection, family affection. I still remember when I was just 4 years old, that's all. 1977, there's a huge cyclone it was. And practically all the windows, all the doors in our house, they're just gone. Only one room was safe, that's all. Whole night, just the air was blowing like anything. The sounds were so scary. And, but whole night I was awake, just thinking of what is going to happen to me. Not that was the thought. The thought was, in front of our house, there was one big Ashoka tree, and in the tree, we were in the first floor. The tree just in front of us only, in front of me, in the balcony. Um, there was a crow which had made its nest. I used to see every day how the nest is built, crow is bringing, and it's some crow had some eggs also, and the eggs were laid, and babies were also born. So after the storm, there is a calm. Okay. So early morning, I just went and ran and saw what happened. What happened to the crow? Then I saw not a single leaf is there in that Ashoka tree. Ashoka tree leaves don't fall down. So heavy rainfall and heavy cyclone. Many buildings were blown away, and I could not recognize it is the same town or what where we are staying. Hardly any trees, and many animals dead. Just imagine a big buffalo was blown up in the air and it fell on top of a terrace. Just imagine how strong the winds were. And I saw the crow's nest is as it is. Huh? And this crow, the mother crow, with its wings spread, it is protecting in that cyclone. Just see. Huh? So, affection for children and protecting them is there in the crow also. The crow also has this thing, has its nature. The crow also has a nature. So, ahar, nidra, bhayane, metanam cha samanyam edat pashupurnarana. Samanyam. Samanyam means it is common in both humans and animals. Then what makes you special? What makes the human special? Dharmyo eko diko vishesho dharmena bihina pashuvir samana. What is speciality? It is dharma. Dharmo hi eko diko visheshaha. Speciality is dharma. Dharmena vihina. If there is no dharma, pashuvir samana, then we are all like pashu. So, dharma is a thing which actually makes us humans. That is a speciality of a human. That is why we have to inquire into the higher realms of existence. We have to inquire into the certain things like who am I? Where I am coming from? Where I will be after 100 years? So many questions. But all the questions, whatever we have, can be summarized into two questions. The first question or the first inquiry which everybody has to make is what? What is the goal of life? Somebody is driving a car. Somebody is driving a car. Then you ask him, where are you going? I don't know. What do you call him? A fool, isn't it? So he's driving a car, but he doesn't know where is he going. So you're driving your life, you're leading your life. You ask where, somebody asks you, where are you leading your life to? What is the goal of life? You don't know. You go to railway station, somebody asks you, where I came to catch a train. Which train, where are you going? I don't know. I'm just going. So, everybody wants to live life. But what about leading life? Living life and leading life. Leading life is more important than living life. Like many years back, there was one big hoarding, billboard. You have hoarding. In that hoarding, one builder had given an advertisement. What was the advertisement? It's a huge, beautiful building with swimming pool and so many different amenities. On one side of the billboard, there's those buildings which are very shabby, cracks, no amenities, no paint. There it was written, what was written? Stop existing. Stop existing. Start living. What does it mean? If you live in these houses, you're existing. But if you come to our society, buy a house in our society, then you'll be what? Living. Okay, nice. Stop existing, start living. But what about leading life? Living life, तरवः किं न जीवन्ति वस्त्र किं न शश्वन्ति न खाद्यन्ति न निहन्ति न किं पशवे ग्रामोपरे. The trees are also living. Not only the trees, but also you have the animals. Are they not living? They are also living. So just because we are living, that doesn't make us humans. Because the animals are also living, the trees are also living. They just live. You go and ask a donkey, what is the goal of life? What goal of life? Eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. That's all. Achha, just because you do this eating, meeting, sleeping, defending in a different way, does it make you something special? You're the same. Now, people's goal of life has just become how to eat, where to sleep. You know, I'm trying to purchase a flat in Borivali, 2.5 crores, 2 crores loan I've taken. Why? You are happy in a Mira Road. I want to upgrade myself. Here, Mira Road is not a good place to stay. So, just his goal of life is to go to Borivali and live in a 2.5 crore worth flat. And what is he doing there? Eating, sleeping, mating, defending. Same thing. Which the dogs are doing on the road, free of cost. Just imagine our lives have become so horrible that what the dogs are getting free of cost, you are getting after working hard for 12 hours a day. Even after that, you don't get that. Have you ever seen a pig taking a sleeping pill for going to sleep? Do the dogs have financial problem? Do the dogs have family problem? Huh? And after working so hard, you are having all these problems. You have purchased a beautiful flat so that you can become flat on the bed. But still you don't get sleep. You take sleeping pills to sleep. So the first question everybody has to inquire as a human is what? What is the goal of life? So without knowing the goal of life, if you just lead your life, you're no better than an animal. Somebody of you may say, "Oh, Prabhuji, you're too much. We are youth. We are young people. Why are you troubling with these kind of questions, goal of life, and all these things?" We're not bothered about it. But second question is very important for all of us to ask. The second question is second inquiry: why am I suffering? In spite of all my efforts, endeavors to become happy, why am I suffering? Everyone in this world is suffering. You say, I am not suffering. It is the biggest lie. As soon as somebody calls you and say, how are you? What do you say? Fine, thank you. After 10 minutes, huh? Arey yaar, oh, we go on telling all the story. All your frustration. Real story comes after 10 minutes, 10 minutes of conversation. Suffering everywhere. So much of suffering. Actually, if you see, the more a person tries to become happy, that person suffers more. You see, village people are happy. Recently, I went to one village. There was a Bhagavad Gita, a devotee, Ratana Prabhu. He opened a temple he only built a temple in his own, next to his house, in his village. And there, I just went. Current goes off. All the children are very happy. They come on the street and then they say, current chala gaya, and they go and run around because nobody can see them, isn't it? They play the most. I was thinking, my good old days, it was like that. But now just imagine, current chala gaya, in city. The more you go south of Mumbai, towards South Mumbai, they are trying to extract enjoyment out of matter. They want to become more happy. The more they try to become happy, the more they're frustrated. Just cannot imagine their frustration level. They get drunk, they howl, they do all kinds of um, they go to psychiatrist, psychologist for some counseling. So many problems. In spite of all my endeavors to become happy, why am I suffering? That is the second question everybody has to ask. Because happiness is a goal of life. Everyone wants to become happy. Who doesn't want to become happy? Everybody wants to become happy. But everybody is thinking, tomorrow I'll become happy by doing this. When when a child is going to the school, the child thinks, what does he think? What is this school? Whole day, morning you go, come afternoon, again go to tuition. I'm frustrated. Tomorrow when I go to college, I'll become happy. College, see students how they have no uniform. In school, you have to wear uniform and go and all these things. In college, you can just wear anything and go. Even if you don't want to wear anything, also you can go like that. That's no problem. You go to colleges these days, you feel very pity on them. That there is some shortage in the cloth market. Cloth shops are closed at schools. Something. So this boy is thinking, tomorrow when I go to college, I'll become happy. He goes to college, he's so happy. First period he attends, second period he bunks. He teases the professor and all kinds of things he does. He's so happy roaming around. And one day he sees his friend is not there with him. You know why? Because his friend has got a motorbike. And since he's got a bike, he has got a girlfriend. He's thinking, I'm suffering because I don't have money. Tomorrow when I pass out from my college, tomorrow when I get a job, I become happy. Somehow he passes out of the college, then gets a job. And you see, oh, I'm the most happiest person. Now I got job, I got good job, I got a good package. 6 months was training in his company. After that, he got placement, permanent placement, and he's so happy. Morning he goes at 9 o'clock, he works very hard. It's 5 o'clock and he's about to leave. Then the boss tells, please come, I got some more work for you. He says, now time is over, I'm going. I said, what do you mean by that? Time is over according to Indian time. Ours is a multinational company. And now American time has started. In our company, you have to come at right time. Going time is not fixed. Oh, is it so? He works hard till 11 o'clock, till 12 o'clock. Oh, that one Sunday he gets. One Sunday he gets. What is he thinking? Just go to sleep. He's earning money, but he's so frustrated, so much of burden. Now at that time he started thinking something very strange. When he was going to school, what was he thinking? Huh? When I go to college, I'll become happy. When he went to college, when he was going to college, what was he thinking? When I get a job, I'll become happy. Now, when he got a job, he felt something wrong because earlier, when in the school, when he used to fall sick, the mother used to tell, "Beta, school mat jao, don't go to school, take rest." Now, when he falls sick, the mother says, "बेटा नौकरी जाना पड़ेगा, तुम नहीं जाओगे तो क्या होगा हमारा?" When he started earning money, then everybody is thinking, मुझे क्या लेके दोगे? What will you give me? Everybody thinking when he was a child, everybody thinking, क्या चाहिए? Huh? When you were in the school, everybody asking, what do you want, beta? But the same people, when you start earning, what they are asking? What will you? Anita, nobody loves me. Tomorrow, when I get married, I'll get the love of my life, and then I'll become. So when he was in school, he was thinking tomorrow, when I go to, when I in college, what was he thinking? When I get a job. When he was in, when he got a job, what was he thinking? When I get married, I'll be somehow after seeing so many people, he got married, and there was a change in his life. You know what is the change? When he was in the school, he had a hope that tomorrow when I go to college, I'll be happy. When he went to college, he had a hope. What was the hope? Tomorrow when I go to get a job, I'll become happy. So when he got a job, he had a hope. What was the hope? Tomorrow when I get married, I'll get. So when he got married, he lost the hope. What he get to tell me? What tomorrow? See the same face, each other's face. So the driving force of all the actions in our world, in this world, for all of us, is happiness. The driving force. The driving force of all the actions is happiness. All the philosophers agree. The driving force of all the actions in this world is happiness. Now, each and every one of us, whenever we do something, we just think by doing this, I'll get this. By getting this, I'll get that. By getting, ultimately, I want to become happy. So we are all searching for happiness, but we never got it. And nobody got it. But we are all expecting tomorrow I'll become happy. You must have heard the story of the donkey. One Dhobi had a donkey. He was working hard every day, but one day he thought, I worked so hard, so many years I worked hard. Every day I come back after working hard, lifting so much of clothes. This Dhobi gives me only what? Dry grass. But tomorrow I'm going to go for strike. Until unless the Dhobi gives me carrot, which I like the most. Next day, as usual, the Dhobi came and made a big bundle of clothes and he put on the donkey. Told the donkey, Chalo. Donkey told no. And what is this? He took a stick and started beating. Donkey said no. Then he understood the donkey is on strike. So he went inside and brought one carrot. And he tied the carrot at the end of one stick. The stick was beaten. And he tied the stick on the back of the donkey like this. The donkey was like this, the stick is tied to the back, and the carrot was dangled in front of donkey's mouth. Donkey thought the strike is successful now. I got the carrot. So this donkey, the carrot is here, thought one step ahead, I'll get the carrot. He puts one step ahead, what happens? Donkey thought, what happened? Maybe it's eyesight problem or what? So he put one step ahead. So this foolish donkey started thinking, one more step, I'll get the carrot. One more step, I'll get the carrot. Like now when I was a kid, I used to watch Doordarshan. At that time, Doordarshan was the only channel at that time. There was one song which used to come, which was very famous. हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन पूरा है विश्वास एक दिन something like that song was there. So whenever the song used to come, I always say, at the time I had no idea of Hindi, but some Hindi words we know. So then I used to ask, होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. I used to ask, किस दिन? वो बता दो भाई इंतजार करेंगे. एक दिन एक every day you say एक दिन. You tell what day which day. The donkey will start thinking that हम होंगे कामयाब एक कदम और एक कदम. So the donkey went all the way to the ghat. The river flows. The dhobi took all the clothes and put it down and took that carrot and put it in the pocket because he has to go back, isn't it? Took the stick and bent the donkey. Go. Donkey which I thought, I'll get the carrot now when I get back. So Bichara Dhobi again carried the load of cloth. Now it is more heavier because it is wet, na? So the donkey carried all the clothes all the way back, just trying to get the carrot. And this Dhobi, he took the carrot for the next day. I hit the donkey and gave the dry gas there. So this is what is our life. Whole life is that of our donkey's life, and expecting tomorrow will become happy. Tomorrow will become happy. Tomorrow we होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. कुछ दिन पूरा है विश्वास. So this is how we are all searching for happiness, but we don't get it. So we say that cause of suffering. Why we should inquire into this cause of suffering? Now here there are two questions. One is to inquire how I can become happy. Other thing is what is the cause of suffering? What is the cause of suffering is one question. The other question is how I can become happy. In these two questions, which is more important? How I can become happy or the cause of suffering? Which you want to inquire first? Which one? Cause. How many of you say we should inquire on how I can become happy? Yeah, okay, nice. Now, how many of you say that first we should inquire the cause of suffering? Okay, now, some people are confused. Let's see. When you go to the doctor, because of you are sick, you go to the doctor. What is the first thing the doctor do to you? Yes, he diagnoses. He gives a list of tests. Go and get it tested. Earlier, doctors used to do some nadi pariksha and then give one. Now they want make sure that all your money is over by getting the test done. So that when you get the test done, when you come to the doctor, you don't have any money for the doctor, not for the medicines. Then he says, the doctor says, oh, it's very complicated. You should get admitted. What disease you have? Multiple disease you have. And name few, nothing, I don't know. Anyhow, so the first thing the doctor does is to diagnose the disease. It's called troubleshooting. Like when some machine is not working, you start repairing it. No, what do? First you check, you troubleshoot, you diagnose. So I'm not happy. So what is the question I'm supposed to ask? How I can become happy? What are you supposed to ask? Why am I suffering? So when you ask, why am I suffering? Then you will come to know the reason for suffering, then you can become happy. When you know the cause of your disease, then you can become healthy. Without knowing the cause of your disease, if you take medicines, what will happen? You become more sick. Isn't it? That is what is happening in your life. Without knowing the cause of my suffering, I am trying to become happy. Let me go to this movie and become happy. Let me watch this, I'll become happy. But this is without knowing the cause of suffering, how can you become happy? Everything, let me go to this party, I'll become happy. So people are trying out so many things to become happy. Trying out. How many things you are going to try out? One boy told me, Prabhuji, I am not happy. Then I told, what are you doing? I am thinking of getting married, I'll become happy. I told, when you purchase some something from Amazon. You know Amazon? You purchase, isn't it? Before you purchase, what do you see? Review, isn't it? Ratings and reviews. Why don't you take a review, I told. Before you get married, why don't you take a review? Take 100 people who are married and ask take a review. Are you happy? Are you happy? Give the ratings. So we just try to do so many things expecting by doing this I'll become happy. But actually, none of the things will make you happy. Just try out. Just try out. Until unless you know the cause of suffering, you cannot become happy. So two prime inquiries in life. For first one, the goal of life. Goal of life. Second one, cause of goal of life and cause of suffering is the two prime inquiries in life. And now, if you want to inquire, you have to gain knowledge. How do you gain knowledge? By inquiry. There should be some source from which you inquire. I want to inquire about the train timings. Can you go to the airport and inquire? No, you cannot. So, if you inquire, if you want to inquire about certain things, there should be a proper source from which you can inquire. You want to know. So, what is the proper source of knowledge? The proper source of knowledge is Vedic literature. Other sources of knowledge, especially Pratyaksha Praman, means the knowledge gained by our senses. We have five knowledge gaining senses: eyes, nose, ears, tongue, skin. So these senses, through these senses we get knowledge. But this knowledge is not perfect. Why this knowledge is not perfect? Because the senses are having four defects. The first defect is the senses are imperfect. The eyes cannot see everything, they can only see certain things. Suppose you have somebody has a fracture, he goes and then hospital, then he puts the hand on a particular thing, then one person puts some button, okay, X-ray ho gaya. Then you ask, hey, what happened? Says that X-rays have passed through your hands. I could not see. Yes, you cannot see X-rays. There are some rays which are infrared and ultraviolet rays. Cannot be seen by us, our eyes. There are certain sounds we cannot hear. Like you must have heard Vibgyor. This is called visible range. V, violet, ultraviolet. Means that thing is ultraviolet, beyond violet and beyond red. These rays cannot be seen by us. And sounds also, there are certain sounds we cannot hear. We can only hear between 20 to 20,000 hertz. Dogs can hear up to 50,000 hertz. It's not available in India, don't try to find it out. There's something called a dog whistle. You blow the whistle, the dogs only can hear. Only dogs can hear. And once they hear, they start howling, they go out, they just make big noise. So this is called dog whistle. Humans cannot hear. So that it makes a certain frequency. Even sometimes you must have seen the dogs start howling at night because they hear some sound which cannot be heard by you. That means the ears are having imperfection. Imperfect senses leads to imperfect knowledge. Incomplete senses leads to incomplete knowledge. Because you are deriving knowledge from the senses. Next, you have the tendency to commit mistakes. Even though you may be expert, commit mistakes. Error is human. You must have heard big satellite launching companies and units. Big scientists, thousands of scientists are working. Just before the launch, they say, stop, stop, stop. Something wrong. It happened. An Indian origin lady, was going to space the third time. Just before the launch, said, no, 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 no. If you go, you will die. Something is wrong. Thousands of scientists working. Defect will be there. Second, imperfect senses. Then you have the senses are we have a tendency to commit mistakes. And third one is tendency to be cheated. We cheat people. No, no, I don't cheat. I'm a very nice person. But you get cheated right from the sabji wala. You go to the sabji wala. Say, "अरे मैं सबसे अच्छा माल दे रहा हूँ." Oh, very nice, very nice. And he does the measure and he'll find something is below. You get 1 kilo, instead of that you get only half kilo, maybe 3/4 kilo. Either it will be cheated in the quality, either in quantity, somehow it will be cheated. Right from the sabji wala, all the way to the scientists, they are cheating you. You say, why scientists should cheat us? Yes. In your textbook, they are teaching you Darwin's theory, isn't it? Science. It is only a theory. How is it science? Till date, it is not proved. Has anybody proved Darwin's theory? No, nobody has proved. Many American universities has banned Darwin's to be taught as a science because it is only fiction. It can be an English novel. It's a fiction. It's not a science. Still, we so much we believe. No, no, no. Our ancestors are all grandfather. Our grandfathers are all monkeys. So it's cheating. What is the biggest cheating industry? Tell me. Biggest cheating industry. Advertising industry. Isn't it? You're peaceful and happy in your house. Be peaceful. All of a sudden, switch on the TV. Naya mobile. है क्या तुम्हारे पास? You have it? No. Useless. Your life is useless. It's got special features. You think, yeah, my life is useless. So they try to convince you to buy something which you don't require. What is advertisement? They try to convince you to buy something which you don't require. Is it not cheating? Biggest cheating industry. Next. To be illusioned. The senses are bound that it puts you into illusion. Take a glass of water and put a spoon in it. Its spoon looks bent. So because of these four defects, imperfect senses, tendency to cheat and be cheated, then to be illusioned, committing mistakes. These four defects, because of these four defects, what happens? The knowledge gained by the senses are imperfect. So Pratyaksha Praman is imperfect. There is something called Anuman Praman. Inference. That is better because by using your intelligence, you are trying to reduce the defects in the Pratyaksha Pramana. But that doesn't mean the defects are completely eradicated. Defects are not completely eradicated. Because the input for the Anuman Praman, the intelligence, is Pratyaksha, the sense, the knowledge gained by the senses. That is why the Pratyaksha Praman is as the Anuman Praman is as imperfect as the Pratyaksha Praman. Now the third. Third in source of knowledge is Veda. The only place from which we get perfect knowledge is Veda. Because Veda is Apurusha. It is not written by human who has got four defects. So many examples can be given. I give a few examples. Till date, nobody has proved a single statement in Veda to be wrong. They have proved many statements in the Veda to be right, but till date, nobody has proved a single statement to be wrong. You have the Vedic literatures, which were written 5,000 years back by Vyasa. Actually, he did not write them, he put them in written format. Vedic literature was already there, Vedic knowledge was there, and that knowledge was put into a written format by Vyasa. So in Vedic literatures it is said that cow dung is pure. 5000 years back it was told cow dung is pure. Now the scientist did some chemical research and then found what? Yes, cow dung has got some antiseptic values in it, antiseptic qualities in it. They have proved it. Now tell me, 5000 years back, what the Vedas said, how it was true, cow dung is pure. How could they say? Did they have any chemical laboratory? No. How could they say that? In the Bhagavatam, in the third canto, there is a description of how the embryo in the womb, it grows. And a small baby, first day, seventh day, 1 month, second month, third month, fourth month, how it grows, everything is described nicely. At that time, there was no sonography machine. How they could make out how the baby grows in the stomach? How they were able to find out? It is because Vedic literatures are written, are word of God. And who knows better about this world than the creator of this world? So you purchase some bike, motorbike, or some machine. Who knows the best about the machine? Tell me. The manufacturer. That is why when you buy any machine, along with that machine, you get a book. You get a book. What is it book? Manual. So if you want to operate that machine, first what you should do? Huh? Why? If you operate the machine without reading the manual of the machine, what will happen to the machine? Yes, Vedic literatures, Vedas are like the manual for our life. As much as if you don't read the manual and operate the machine, you will spoil the machine. The same way, if you don't read the manual for your life, the Vedas, and operate the life, what will happen? You will spoil the life. As simple as that. It is nothing very complicated. You don't have a big philosopher to understand that. When I was just 9 years, it was 1982. First time in the country there was a color TV introduced. Earlier it was only black and white TV. So at that time we had Asiad games, and now the color TV is starting there, Asiad games. I remember at that time I made my father buy the TV somehow or other. So it was 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, the games are starting. 3 o'clock, that engineer came with the TV, new TV, and said, I was so happy, and all of my friends, everybody were there in the house, trying to just wait for time, to just see TV. Now everybody has got TV in the mobile. At that time, TV was a big thing. Well, we are so enthusiastic. So as soon as the engineer came, the current went away. So we waited for half an hour, then I told him, you go, you keep the TV, I will, when the current comes, I'll switch it on. No, I'll wait. Don't worry, till the current comes. So we went to the electricity department, a big dharna, and no, switch on, we want it, and somehow, because it's so much of pressure, isn't it? So the electricity came, we all came running to the house, and I went so boldly. I sent the engineer out. You take care of it. I'm better engineer than you. So what I did, just what is so big thing in that? You don't have a big engineer to on the TV. I took the plug and put it in the plug point, and switched on. The TV came. Everyone was so happy watching the opening ceremony. It was color TV. So within 5 minutes, some smell came from somewhere. TV gone. Plastic smell. So what happened? Jal gaya, everything is burnt. Then immediately I took a cycle, went to the TV one, brought him, and told, if what happened, what kind of TV you brought? Just say I switched off. He told me, I told you, I'll on and go. See, I kept the manual there. I kept the adapter also there. I just the converter. He told it is this TV is from Japan. There is 110 volts. In India we use 220 volts. Gone. So without reading the manual, I started the TV. What happened? The same way, if you want to make your life nice, what you're supposed to do, read the Veda. Why? Why should it be? Because Vedas are manual for your life. Vedas are the manual for your life. Without Vedas, without studying the Vedic literatures, you will conduct your life. Not only Vedas contain these scientific things, but also predictions. 5,000 years back, in the Bhagavatam, there is a prediction of appearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who appeared just 500 years back. The Bhavishya Puran predicts about appearance of Jesus, Muhammad. They all appeared around 2,000 years back. But Bhavishya Puran predicts 5,000 years back only it was predicted. Like that, so many predictions are there. So Vedic literatures are perfect because they are perfect source of knowledge because it is not written by human who has got defects. When I say yes, we'll read Veda. We say I'll read Veda, but just see, it's not easy. Even if you want to read Vedic literatures, we have only 6% available. 6% of Vedic literature available. 94% are gone. 94% of the Vedic literatures are gone. Because at the time when the Mughals attacked, they used Vedic literatures as the fuel to cook meat for their soldiers. Months. Nalanda, Takshashila, universities were burned for months. But even if you want to read Vedic literatures, just 6% are available. If you want to read them, your lifetime is not enough. Okay, even if you try to read them, you don't know the language, Sanskrit. Even if you know Sanskrit, you don't know the Vedic Sanskrit. What to do? Even though 6% are only available of the Vedic literatures, the most important part of the Vedic literatures called Upanishads are available. And Krishna knew in the Kali Yuga, people don't have time. You ask them come to Bhagavad Gita class, no time. But TV, there's a lot of time. Watching TV till midnight. Gita course, no time, oh, so busy. So, Vedic literatures, the most important part of the Vedic literatures are Upanishads. So, what did Krishna do? Krishna, he took all the Upanishads and took the essence of the Upanishads and gave it to us in the form of Bhagavad Gita. 700 verses, that's all. Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavad Gita is Sarvopanishado Gavo Dugdha Gopal Nandana Artho Vatsa Sudhir Bhokta Dugdam Gitamritam Mahat. Artho Vatsa Sudhir Bhokta Dugdam Gitamritam Mahat. Sarva Upanishado Gava. All the Upanishads, if you compare to a cow, the essence of the cow is the milk, and the essence of all the Upanishads is Bhagavad Gita. If you compare the Upanishads to cow, and milk is to Bhagavad Gita. And somebody is there required to milk the cow. Who is the Gwala? Who is the Gwala? Dogda Gopal Nandana Krishna. And who is the Bachara who drinks the milk first? Partho Vatsaha Arjuna. Sudhir Bhokta Dugdam Gitamritam Mahat. Sudhi Bhokta. Sudhi means intelligent people, they drink this nectar of Bhagavad Gita. Partho Vatsa Sudhir Bhokta Dugdam Gitamritam Mahat. So in this way, Krishna, he gave the Bhagavad Gita, which is the essence of all the Upanishads. In the Vedic literatures, there are two categories of knowledge. One is how to live in this world. Other one is how to get out of this world. Number one is what? How to live in. How to, next one is how to get out. Which is more important? How to live in this world? Who votes for that? How to live. And who votes for how to get out of this world? A mixed response. Okay, what is most important? Or what is the purpose of getting into IIT? What is the purpose of getting, you got admission into IIT computer science, and you say, IIT computer science, the best thing which anybody can get in this world. IIT Mumbai, computer science. I am going to stay here lifelong. Every year I will fail. Why I should leave? Intelligence? Is it intelligence? No. What is the purpose for which you got into IIT? To get out. That is why I say pass out, isn't it? You say pass out, I say get out. So, when we were in college, in the fourth year, it was so frustration, and every student they feel, when I am going to get out, when I am going to get out. People think like, when I am going to get out of the college. But they call it as passing out. You may say passing out. For the college it is passing out. For the student it is what? Getting out. Get out. Somehow get out. So the purpose of getting into a college, medical college or engineering college is to get out. The same way the purpose of getting into this world is to not to stay. Why do you get into the train? Why you get into the train? To get out of the train, isn't it? Do you get into the train to stay in the train? Even though your first AIC confirmed ticket, what you should prepare for when you are in the train? Huh? Get out, isn't it? So I was traveling in train because there was no other ticket available. That devotee, they booked me for first AC. Oh, it's very nice. First AC. There are only 4 people in one full compartment. And one. So my station was supposed to come. I was supposed to get on in Bangalore, and their station was somewhere. It was around 3 o'clock in the morning, and I got into the train at around 10:30 or so. So now, other three of them, they sleep, get up. 3 o'clock, who is going to wake up? Because I am not going to wake up, because if it is some other bogie, it's a big bogie, many people, they get down, there is some hush-push and all. This first AC, and one person was shouting at the other two, "Hey, why you booked in first AC? We cannot sleep." We cannot sleep because if you get sleep at 3:30, train goes away, you go to the next station, isn't it? What is going to happen? So one person told you, see, the purpose of getting into this train is to get down at 3:30, so you all be awake. So though they are confirmed ticket, first AC, whole night they thought I had a good sleep. Then I told them, you are very intelligent people. Because you are preparing to get down, get out of the train, get out of the destination. So you may have a very comfortable life. The purpose of this life, getting into this world, is to not to stay. Actually, even if you want to stay, Will you stay? You'll be caught. The TT will come and get you out. The Yamaraj will come and take you. So the purpose of getting into this world is to get out. The purpose of getting into the college is to get out. So when you are in college, you should prepare for what? Just stay in the college, or you want to prepare to get out of the college? So whole 4 years is been given to you so that you can prepare to what? Get out. Same way, the purpose for which we have come into this world is to prepare for getting out of the world. So the Vedas, the Brahmanakas, the Aranyakas, and the Upanishads, these three sections of the Vedas, the knowledge of how to live in this world is there. You should know. It is not you should not know. You should know. But ultimately, the purpose is to get out. I should know how to get out of this world. And that knowledge is there in the Upanishads. And Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, he gives this knowledge how to get out of this world. Bhagavad Gita, yes, I will read the Bhagavad Gita. This contains only 700 verses. Essence of all the Upanishads, which is the most important part of the Veda. It is essence of all the Upanishads, which is most important part of the Veda. Fine. But how to learn it? To learn anything, first you should approach a guru, a teacher. To learn Bhagavad Gita also you approach a teacher. Just having book is not enough. That is why we should approach a teacher, guru. And what is the qualification of a teacher? He should be a devotee of Krishna. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Sayevaayam maya tedya yoga prokta puradana bhaktosi me sakaji rahasya Edutama. Arjuna, I am giving this knowledge to you because you are my devotee and you are my friend. That means only a devotee of Krishna can understand Bhagavad Gita. So, the first qualification of the guru or the teacher of Bhagavad Gita is that he should be a devotee of Krishna. Not only he should be a devotee of Krishna, but he should practice what he preaches. He should practice what he preaches. That's why it's called Acharya. Acharya means one who practices and preaches. The third qualification of a guru is that he should be, guru means what? What is the meaning of guru in Sanskrit? Nobody knows what is the meaning of guru? Guru means heavy. One who is heavy with spiritual knowledge is called guru. The qualification of a guru. Sometimes people think, oh, Guruji means one who blesses. Hold on blessing. New school was opened and the mother sent her daughter to the school. Oh, new school has come, go. Daughter went and came back. First day, mother asked, and dear daughter, how was the school? Very good. Oh, very good, very nice. How was the teacher? Oh, very nice teacher. What did she teach you? No, she did not teach anything. What did she do? Mama, my teacher doesn't say anything. She only smiles and blesses. Is it a good school and good teacher? The teacher means what? What is he supposed to do? Teach. That is the qualification of a teacher, not a teachers. One who is heavy in spiritual knowledge teaches. And the qualification of a student of Bhagavad Gita is, number one, he should be a jigyasu. I told, human life starts with what? Inquiry. You should inquire. So let us see how many of you are going to start your human life. What are you supposed to do? So now your chance is there for you to inquire. Second qualification of a student of Bhagavad Gita is should be a devotee of Krishna, to be humble and have service attitude. These are four qualifications. Now we stop here, and because we came late and also came late. Any questions before we? Yes, Hare Krishna. Questions. You told that the Vedic scriptures, whatever you mentioned, is completely true and no one till now has told false. But the eclipse, according to the Vedas and Puranas, it happened because of Rahu and Ketu. Hmm. The scientists say that whenever the sun and moon come in a line. I have a question to you. Even before science came into existence, or Vedic scholars, they were able to predict eclipse based on some science, isn't it? Huh? So where did they get the science from? Observation. Now tell me, can anybody get knowledge by observation? Perfect knowledge by observation? Well, you observe something, you get some knowledge. Somebody observes something, get knowledge. There should be some difference. Why there is no difference? Only you go from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, it is only one science. There is no difference. And all of them accept, nobody observed and wrote it. It was revealed in the Vedic literatures. None of them claim that this is my observation, I am writing like this. Today is my observation, somebody else. That is modern science problem. But Vedic science has no. There is science. So the modern science have no idea what is Rahu, what is Ketu. And how can they understand this? Okay, forget about all these things. Does modern science accept the existence of mind? You don't know. How many of you say that the modern science accepts the existence of mind? Is it accept? Which scientist accepts it? Who? Can they show, if they are accepting, they should show, now where is that mind? Can they show? So energy, which it's an energy. So energy uh, is a light energy or a particle? They are confused. So it's confusion. If mind is energy, where is it existing? So they have no idea of higher dimensional existence. Till date, science only accepts three dimensions: length, breadth, and height. There is no acceptance of higher dimensions. It is only 3D for them. But Vedic science accepts the existence of 64D. And Rahu and Ketu are existing in higher dimensions and they have an effect. If it is only 3D, chalo, okay, only 3D. I'll give you another question to science. If you go up and up and up and up, where is the end? Once I went to a children program, very naughty, so naughty, howling, they are impossible for them to control. I also went, I was just looking, one child is doing jumping. They're all like maybe 10 to 13, 14-year-old kids like that. Then I made them just slipping, laughing. They were just thinking, how is he just sitting and laughing? We are doing all kinds of things. They've had inquiry. Everybody is frustrated. My teachers are frustrated, friends are frustrated. There were 25 of them, just imagine. They are laughing. I told children, I have a question. Huh? Right? He said, the question, yeah, we want answer. Well, all sat down. He told, for example, you have a rocket. They thought I'm going to speak something. I thought, you have a rocket. And you sit in the rocket, go high and high and high. And where do you get the end after how many kilometers? 1,000 million kilometers. One boy told 3,500,000 kilometers. Then we get the end. We get. I told, what do you get there? No, something is there like this. He told. Then told, what is above it? Sorry, बराबर वो क्या होगा फिर? Tell me. Just one question is enough. What is the end? Just give a thought to it. Night when you sleep, just go up. In your mind only, go up. What is the end? No, say no end. Huh? No end. What is this no end? How can you say it is no end? Have you checked it? Your science is failed. Because science talks on proof, isn't it? Facts. Have you checked it? No, no. Then why are you saying you no end? Okay, if there is an end, then what is above that? Tell me. That itself is a proof that there is something called higher dimension. Okay. Okay. Any more questions?
If information related to Vedas are clear, then why do we have so much religions and they won't accept religion? If the religion accepts different, like they won't accept the Vedas, they think this is not right, this is wrong.
Why there is religion? That is your question.
Yeah, and why they won't accept the information related to Vedas?
See, somebody accepting, somebody not accepting, it is their problem. What we are interested in, what is there in the Veda to be presented scientifically. Some people accept, some people don't accept it. It is their problem. And we don't say everybody will accept it. Intelligent people will definitely accept it. That's the point. Any more questions? Yeah.
What is the difference between living and living life?
What is the difference between living and leading life? Living life means I'm just living. I don't know the goal. When you don't know the goal, you are living life. When you know the goal and living life is called leading life. What is the difference between driving a car and taking it to destination? Just because you drive the car and you don't know where to go, what is the use of it? When you're driving the car, knowing the address and going the proper direction, that is called leading life. Okay, girls.
Sir, can you elaborate Sanatan Dharma? Why do we say so?
Sanatan Dharma. Anyhow, you'll come to know on the third day, day after tomorrow, but still I'm telling. Sanatan. The word Sanatan comes from the word Sat. Or the the word Sat comes from Sanatan. That means which doesn't have, which neither has beginning nor end. And also it is applicable for all time, place and circumstance. So Dharma, which is applicable in all time, place and circumstance, is called Sanatan Dharma. This is the A set of rules and regulations which are applicable for everyone in all places, in all time, in all circumstances, for everyone. That is called Sanatana Dharma. It is a literal meaning. Let us go one step ahead. Dharma means what? What is the dharma of water? Fluidity. Dharma of water is fluidity. What is the dharma of fire? What is the dharma of fire? To give heat and light, isn't it? What is the dharma of mic? To make the sound, amplify the sound, same sound. What is the dharma of the child, the baby, or child, small kid? To be restless. And what is the dharma of sugar? That means the quality which cannot be separated from the object. That is called, that quality which cannot be separated from the object is called dharma. Okay? The quality which cannot be, that means if you take away that quality, that means that object is no more that object. Now tell me, what is the quality of the soul? To love. I'll tell you. As soon as the baby is born, what does the baby do to the mother? Loves the mother, isn't it? Did anybody teach the baby to love mother? You should love. It was by birth, it is inborn quality. To love is an inborn quality. The inborn quality, you say. Even in the most cruel animals, you have this quality to love, isn't it? A tiger, small cubs, it loves the mother. For you, it is cruel, but the cubs, it is not cruel. Love is there. Then the quality of the soul or the dharma of the soul is to love. That is why when you lose the hope of love in your life, what do you think? A rope hanging. Why? We thought, I lost my love means I lose my life also. Love is synonymous to life. Parents will beta, तुम्हारे लिए जी रहे हैं. I was telling few days back, one devotee, a person live because of somebody. You live because of someone else. You find there's for me there is someone to live for. That is why you live. You live because you think that there is someone for me to live for. That is why you live. That means you love. Love and life are very synonymous. So dharma of the soul is to love. But Sanatan dharma is what? To love that person who is eternal. You love somebody in this world, after some time you divorce that person. You love somebody else. You change the object of love. But there is one person who is eternally object of your love, that is God. The dharma is to love. Sanatan means eternal. Eternal love can only be with Krishna. Eternal, endless love. So to love Krishna is Sanatan Dharma, or anything which helps you in loving Krishna is Sanatan Dharma. If eating a rasgulla helps you in attaining love for Krishna, that is Sanatan Dharma. If jumping up and down helps you in increasing your love for Krishna, that is Sanatan. Anything which helps you in developing love for Krishna, that is Sanatan Dharma. So day after tomorrow, Krishnanand will elaborate on that. He talks about existence of God. Okay, any more questions?
Guruji, nowadays we are seeing that kids are really, they are not so much of interested in listening Adhyatma, but how we can push them towards the Adhyatma. It can be an educational topic or we can keep it in the school as Adhyatma. Because it's difficult for them to move towards Adhyatma and what to do about it.
Generally, I say, huh, whether Adhyatma, whether it is science, whether it is mathematics, it is anything, what makes the subject interesting for the students is the teacher. If you present it in an interesting way, any Atma will people will listen. Adhyatma or any Atma will be. The problem is with the qualified teachers, lack of qualified teachers. What to speak of Adhyatma? One principal was telling me that, Swamiji, I don't get teachers. Even you pay 50,000 rupees a month in a small town like that, we're not getting teachers. And the students, they don't listen. It is not the subject interesting or uninteresting, it is the teacher who should be interesting. There's severe shortage of quality teachers, not only for Adhyatma, even for mathematics, even for languages. Severe shortage. Because when I was a kid, the best used to take up teaching. The best people used to take up teaching. Now, कहीं नौकरी मिले तो टीचर बन जाओ. Isn't it? कहीं नौकरी मिले तो teacher. And when you, even some good people are becoming the teachers, then they find others also sometimes. The system itself has become so ratto, vomit karo. Marks, 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 marks. In my seventh standard, eighth standard, I suppose, there was one teacher who newly joined, especially in social studies. Wow, they were so boring. But this teacher, he just used to tell some stories. इधर उधर नाम क्या है, whole class time pass, that's all. And everybody is like is some conversation, some joke here there. And then what he used to do? He used to tell in the next class this paragraph, these are 5 questions. You answer, then bring it. And based on again something, he made the same subject interesting. So it all depends on the teacher. We want the best in the society to take up this teaching. I would not use the word profession. I would not use the word job. I will use the word service. The best take up the position of teaching, anything will go. That's the problem. Okay, we stop here because it's getting late.
One last question, if you don't mind. Very simple, basic question actually.
Others should not mind, that's all. I stay here only.
Yeah, my only question is why distractions playing like important role are heavier than the spiritual knowledge? I fail to explain this to our children that
Why distraction
is heavier than the spiritual knowledge. Because children are so much distracted with some other activities and not paying more attention to spiritual knowledge.
because the energy which is put by the parents and the society is in that field. And many years back, when I used to take children program, uh, one very intelligent boy used to come. All of a sudden, one next day did not come. I told, uh, asked the parents. I called. At that time, mobile was not there. He's not coming. So we put him into swimming classes. Summer camp swimming class. I inquired. At that time, they paid 1,000 rupees, 99 or 98, 1,000 rupees. And newly opened GCC club, and at that time, and what I charged for them was 50 rupees with prasad and all these things. But why that person went? Because the peer pressure and so many different pressures. If I don't send prestige, because the parents they want to invest in these things. The hype is created for that. Now you have to create that hype here also. Then we will come here. So that boy went for 3 days only and came back. He went to the swimming because the boy was very intelligent and told the parents, I want to go there only. Because that boy told parents, it seems, तो स्विमिंग कराते वो कराते बाद में कुछ खाने को नहीं देते इधर प्रसाद देते So he came back. So interesting. It's a competition between the divine and the demoniac. It has been there right from the dawn of creation. So if you increase the strength of the divine, people will come here. The strength of demons increase, come. Like we find thousands of people coming every day to temple, isn't it? 25 years back, what was it? Only 5 people used to come. So now strength increase, power increase, everything, influence increase, many people come. So where you invest your time, energy, money, focus, automatically it grows. So we require many people to focus on dharma, invest on dharma. Dharmo rakshati, rakshitaha. Investment means time, your determination, your money has to go in this. People say, oh, itna paisa kyun kharcha karte ho mandir banane mein? How much money is spent in IPL? Nobody talks. The same money was spent here. More people will come. So it is not the cricket which attracts them. It is the hype which has been created. I did a lot of research in this. It is not just just imagine how interesting is this knowledge. Like Madhu was telling, it is not that children are not interesting. We have to make it interesting. We have to create a hype. It has to be done. It's a competition. So sometimes, every time I see the news, sometimes a clip comes, a cricket clip comes. Everybody's somebody hit stakes and now big hype. I thought one day will come. In the stadium, there will be Rath Yatra, there is some Janmashtami. They will say, it will happen. Because they are investing that money there. Now you go to Madurai temple. Till today, how many people are coming there? Because the kings invested that amount of money, energy, time, focus in that. That is why you do something wonderful, automatically you will get attracted. And there can be nothing more attractive than Krishna. Who doesn't want to see something attractive, eat something wonderful? I met one family just like that. I was just standing. I thought, let me talk to them. Came late, got down from the vehicle. It was around 10:20 or something like the night. One family came out and from the Govindas. I asked them, just finish it off. I asked them, yes, you're here? We came from Govindas. We came to eat prasad in Govindas, eat dinner in Govindas. Where are they coming from? You know where they're coming from? They're coming all the way from Malad. Yeah. Well, आपका जैसा प्रसाद डिनर हम कभी नहीं खाया, हम हर हफ्ते आते हैं from Malad. She makes something attractive, why will not come? Huh? Same. That is why we require parents, influential people, intelligent people to invest everything, their intelligence, their money, their time, their focus, just on this, and you'll find things will increase. Okay. Hare Krishna. Let's start here.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for this wonderful class. So let's welcome, let's give thanks to Prabhuji and now we get to Krishna Mantra. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
So there is a small drama on me and my mind. After that, we have a prasadam. Don't forget to take the prasadam paper and water bottle. Just 5 10 minutes show and tomorrow please be on time so that